Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. We are back in it. Now that we have our next prophecy or our destiny, or we have something that's kind of like, hey, something really bad's about to happen. You need to fix it. Still not quite sure how it's going to be fixed by power washing, but I mean, hey, we've done stranger things. So yes, that's weird. Okay, why are you being all jerky and stuff now? Why the hell are you not being right? I don't quite understand why you're being such pain here. Okay, well, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, see what's going on here. Because yeah, it seems like, I don't know, like I'm watching it back and it's like it's really kind of jerky and stuff like that, which is weird. All right, let's go to the video. Yeah, I don't know why it's okay. Things seem to be going pretty well. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Let me check and make sure that it's not like something on that end, because it's like, yeah, everything looks like it's smooth. Everything should be smooth. Okay, there we go. That looks better. For some reason, it was just like, on my monitor, it was like acting really jerky. Now it's smooth again. All right. So yes, we have cleaned the temple, and now we're on to the car and trailer. So this is Michelle Stone. Still no sign of Karen, despite the absence of the merman hum, but I have at least now received this single text message. What's taking you so long? Wink emoji. I replied with a question mark, but got nothing back. I need you to clean my car and trailer so I can watch and get into the deep meditative state needed to work out such a fiendish conundrum. Right. Okay. Hello, Ulysses. Don't worry, I'm not giving you back to that mean old mayor. Certainly not getting rid of you, Squeak. Where's Bubbles? Where is Bubbles? So we just need to do the outside of this, which is good. We should be able to do this all with just the up close stuff. Oh, that's right. We have the hang on here. There we go. Forgot we were using the adaptive one. Yep. That gentle white noise ambience. Now I can focus. So, what, you're using me as a white noise machine? That's rude. Like, wow, there's some serious rust on this thing. Not too serious, though. Nothing we can't handle. Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure what those pictures we saw in the temple were. You have a satellite on your trailer, really? I mean, I guess you can't stay away from your TV shows, can you? Satnome. You only have to clean the outside. Well, I should say, so far we only have to clean the outside. That's odd. I've just found some coordinates hidden in an unfinished, very hard Sudoku puzzle. Normally, Karen would polish one of these off in seconds, not to face it like that. Well, now you know where the hell she went, at least. You just gotta get to those coordinates, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious. All right, I was gonna say, I'm like, is that a vent? What I'm gonna guess it is, and yep, that's what it looks like it is. It's a vent. At least that's what it says it is. I'm inclined to believe the makers of the game know what the heck that is that we're cleaning. All right. We'll go ahead and get everything that we can reach from the top, basically. There we go. That's better. That might be. That might be. That's a good guess. Is for Wi-Fi, yeah. And hello, Christina. All right. I think we're good for the top, so we can. Oh, nope! I just noticed a spot that I missed here. There we go. Well, what's she done that for? Maybe you should go to those coordinates and find out what's going on. She's moved my theodolite on the balcony to point to a very specific point near Power Falls. Well, I'm gathering she wants you to go to Power Falls. That would be the logical assumption here. There we go. That's better. New job is available. Derek Degas. Hey, Suddy. Any chance you're free to help with the Aurelius Theater in Bucketon? I was gonna say, I'm like, we don't have we haven't had a lot of jobs in Bucketon. We only had the one. I'm like, that map's looking pretty bare out that direction. Of course, I'm guessing they aren't exactly they are not exactly a wealthy community. Now I'm kind of wondering if the time traveler didn't like invest a bunch of money and is like, you know, trying to help out everybody as far as this competition. Well, this really is beyond the pale. The book we wrote together is left open on the map of Rushless area, and she's drawn a huge X on it. How many more indications do you need that you need to go to a specific spot? Like, obviously, this doesn't get any more obvious. I am really beginning to wonder if, the person that left wasn't the brains of the whole partnership. There we go. Still wondering where our third... Oh, there he is. You're daringly close to the water there, little one. The trailer hitch real well. Viola Willis, what's up? Heard from Lou at the gas station that you're the one who I need to help me make a splash in my motel refurb. All right. And I can help with the cleaning. I'm not that much into refurbishments or anything, so I mean, just putting that out there. I don't do construction or anything like that. You got some rust around your gas tank. That's bad. Oh, wait a minute. I'm denser than a paradote. Yes, you are. Karen set one of her puzzles for me. Here I come, Karen, ready or not. Well, I think she's ready since she actually had to, send you a message saying, hey, are you coming or not? What's the holdup? Seriously, I'm beginning to wonder what the hell this woman's problem is. calling it a bonnet, huh? That high up, but a bit further up. There we go. Yes. All right, fine. There we go. Look like maybe the trunk. Yeah, a little bit of rust, which again is not something that you want used to spray high pressured water into. Oh wow, I just completely missed that corner, that bit. All right, so what are we looking at here? Car front body 2. Okay. Let's need the car rear window. No, just a car window and a wing mirror. Okay. I'm guessing it's probably... car window. Oh, right. Which one? It's telling me that all of these have been done. Trailer door hinge. Of course. Damn hinges. Right. Grab handle. All right, this. Side vent. Wait, no, I bet I know which side vent you're talking about. I bet it's this one. All right, now we need a car window. Again, I don't know which car window you're talking about. Oh, this teeny tiny little sucker. Brucey, the car and trailer look fantastic, and I benefited from that deep clean just as much as they did. I'm heading off now to see what Karen's up to. Wish me luck. Good luck. All right, so any new... Doesn't look like there's anything new here. All right. So the first one we got was the theater in Bucketon. You're just who I need right now. Opening week of driving me barking has come and gone and, well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan. What a mess. I just hope you do a good job and we get our deposit back. Why did they go crazy and, like, make a huge mess? Like, dear gods, how did they make this much mess? What the hell were you guys doing? All right. And who would the theater owners have called if they had to clean this with your deposit? Honestly, looking at the state of this place, what was I thinking? Good question. Were you showing this to a bunch of, like, you know, orangutans or something? Like, I mean, seriously, this looks like your audience was just flinging poo everywhere. Yes, it is. And hello, Moon Mage. There we go. Clean off the important parts. Gotta have a good clean screen to show your stuff on. Now, what are you guys? Wait, how am I petting them through the glass? Closest we're gonna get to ever shooting the cats. Right. We gotta have the exit marked clearly. And are you enjoying the show, sir? Like, how exactly did they get whatever that is up to the... Why are there even clean spots? So many questions. What am I cleaning off of this place? How did it get everywhere? That's a good question. Okay, I suppose I was thinking big. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Family blockbuster of the year, 4-quadrant audience, a director's dream. But that's not how it panned out. Really now? I never would have guessed. By the fact that I'm hosing down the ceiling. I'm kind of wondering who he was even showing this to. Like, did you just, like, invite a bunch of people over here for a free screening? Did they have to pay? I mean, usually, you know, if you don't like a movie, you don't, like, you know, make a mess of the movie theater. You demand your money back. But this kind of wanton destruction is just highly unusual. All right, there we go. I mean, by the fact that he's, like, worried about his deposit, it sounds like he rented the place out and, like, was showing it privately. Which, you know, getting this kind of a reaction from a private showing of a film is... yeah, that's unusual. I mean, unless, like, something blew up. Opening night, there were 7 people. One of them immediately fell asleep, and the others laughed as soon as they saw the dog car. They weren't supposed to. Well, that's the thing, my dude. The original movie wasn't about, you know, this a dog car. It was just a normal car that was, like, possessed. Also, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but, you know, just because somebody laughed at it doesn't mean that it was bad. Just means you made a comedy without meaning to. That has happened lots of times before. Like, people think that, oh, it's going to be a very serious movie. It's a very dramatic movie and stuff. And it's like, nope. The audience did not take it that way. I'm going to ruin the sound system here. If I remember right, the Esther Death movie that they made about the car was like, didn't do well either. So it's like, you know, you took a cult classic, tried to remake it, and people didn't appreciate it. That's a well, duh type situation. Like, seriously. Cult classics, you know, kind of, they don't do well in the theaters. Kind of what makes them cult classics. Wait, can I not pick you up? All right, fine. Oop, no. There we go. Yep, sure enough, had to get the speaker from up top. That's kind of what I figured too. I'm like, all right, let's try it. Okay, are you actually gonna let me pick it up, or you're just gonna keep teasing me about it? Then the second night, we had even less. Just 4 students from the film school who'd already seen everything else. They were in hysterics all the way through. Yeah, you got yourself a comedy. Change your advertising a little bit as far as, you know, the funniest indie movie of the year type thing. Did you really think a car possessed by a dog was going to be, like, taken seriously? All right, where is which portion of there we go. Which portion of the column didn't I hit yet? All right. Well, Mr. Ladder. Yes, come with me. I need to get you up over here. All right. Well, fine then. I know how we can hit that shit. As far up as I can go. I mean, my biggest extension will take it down to the smallest, tightest shot. Yes, hi guys. Sorry, Daddy can't stop and play. He's got to work. All right. Page columns. Not entirely sure how those little cats, how the cats got into the projection booth. course, they are all, you know, it's Ulysses and her kittens, so, and Ulysses could get anywhere. Can't deny, I was pretty incensed at this point. So many hours in the editing suite for this ridicule. They don't know how hard it is to make a sequel? Then it got even worse. Okay, so you got pissy that people didn't appreciate your work. You were trying to make a sequel that nobody asked for, that nobody, you know, even indicated that they wanted other than you. How the hell does it get worse? Did you throw a hissy fit or something? I mean, kind of like you are now. Only more so. There we go. What's even worse than that, we can't just hear them through the glass. The really interesting part about it is that we can pet them through the glass. Well, at least two of them. Yes, you're very fierce, Squeak. Don't ask me how that works. I have no idea. Jeff, coming soon. Okay. Coming soon. You know, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Judith Punch presents. Okay. So does that mean that it's literally a Punch and Judy affair? That was a little weird. Third night, those same students came back, but this time they brought their friends. 20 of them, all mocking my work. Did they pay for a ticket? Fourth night, there were 40, all crying with laughter. Again, did they pay money? If you made a profit, shut the fuck up, take the money and run. Like, seriously, you whether it was received the way that you thought it was going to be or not, did you make money off of it? That's, did you make money? Did you make enough money to make to make another project? If so, you really have nothing to complain about. Likelihood is that most people thought it was supposed to be a comedy. I mean, you look at that poster and tell me that doesn't look like it's supposed to be a comedy. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's like, it sounds kind of like Tommy Wiseau's type, a Tommy Wiseau movie. It's like, yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a comedy, but people enjoy it. They're laughing at it. They're paying to see it. I really do need this thing to be able to move. Like, how am I supposed to get under the carpet where it is if I can't move it? Unless that's like the one patch of carpet that's like clean. Did get that back wall there up there already done. Good. I'm not even sure how I managed to get the scissor lift in here. I don't think it's. I don't think that was. I don't think that would fit through the doors. Then last night, the place was completely full, and it gets worse. Again, a full house is worse? Everyone was dressed up as characters from the film, lampooning every scene. I mean, you saw the state of the place. They really went for it. What a disaster. Yeah, dude, you have a lot to learn about filmmaking. If you think that was a disaster, a full house of people cosplaying as the characters and stuff like that, that's bad. Which I think this guy's a little too overcritical of himself to begin, to begin with. The fact that he's just, that he is there, he has been there every night that it is that his movie is shown. It's like, really? That's not what most people would want to do. They're like, no, most people would be like, I don't want to know what they're, what, I don't want to see people's reactions to it. Get up there. There we go. All right. This wasn't like bad mess. This was people were enjoying themselves and just got carried away. Suddenly, I just heard from the theater they want to extend the run by a month? Well, yeah. Apparently, we're all over socials. Any idea what that means? Don't look. Do not go on any social media stuff. It's not going to be good for your mental health. Just say yes. Let them keep showing it for another month. Break in the cash. There we go. You guys like selling green slushies or something? What the hell? Also, also make sure to tell the movie theater that that they are responsible for cleaning up. I'm not coming back every night to clean up after these people. Where is this seat? Oh, still dirty. There it is. Basically, you say, yeah, okay, you want to extend the run, that's fine. I have no problems with that, but I am not responsible for what the audience does as far as the movie. That's all on you. Can't believe it. I heard from Klein City and Detergento and Ultraplex in Washington. They want to show it too. Yep. Suddy, what's going on? You made an unintentionally hilarious fucking movie that people enjoy watching. Again, shut up and take the money. Mint ice cream? I could see that. Yeah, I suppose I could see the mint ice cream. Or like melted gummies or something like that. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of wondering how much, how much could he be making from this theater? Like, I mean, number one, Bucketon is generally is at least being portrayed as being the more the less fortunate city. Plus, there's not a whole lot of seats. Like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So wait a second, if there's only 11 seats per row and 3 rows, how the hell did he have 40? Like, if you sell more than 33 tickets, does that mean, all of a sudden people have to double up? And I'd hope you're going with somebody that, you're pretty close with if you're going to be sitting in the same seat as them. Right down, munchkins. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Frickin' finally. All right, now we can. literally cannot get back there with that thing in the road, in the way. That's about as close as I can get. Yeah, it's telling me that there's still a big chunk of this stuff left. Of this rug left. But I can't get to it because you got this piece of shit in the way. And apparently we're not allowed to pick it up. Wait a second. What was that? Oh, no. That's emergency lower. All right. What happens if I raise it up? No, see, I can't. Well, now I might be able to just, like, leave it up. Yeah, I definitely have to clean under it. Yeah, that's a different part of the rug. Oh boy. All right. There we go. Oof. Goodness. All right. We need to buy some furniture, apparently. And I guess we also should buy, like... All right, we have all the van options. All right, there we go. Yeah, that was annoying. That's just like, I was wondering, because I'm like, you know, normally you can, like, pick all your stuff up. Like, surely they wouldn't, now, if it's a, you know, unless it's, like, something that they just, like, oh, hey, we fucked up. Ugh. All right. And thank you, Moon Mage. That helped out a lot. I'm not sure I would have thought to do that, honestly. That's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's like, what the, what? Why? I get the feeling there's a lot of things that are still coming with them, you know, with how much trouble they apparently had, like, getting it to work on some consoles and some platforms and stuff. I get the feeling there's a lot of nice little things that are coming that just, you know, they're still working on actually getting to work for everyone. That was why they had to delay the announcement of when of a release date, because they're like, we still haven't gotten everything to work on all platforms, so we're not ready to announce when it's actually going to be out. But here's a demo. I mean, not to mention the fact that, you know, with the demo, it's like, hey, you know, people can try it out on various different stuff and tell us what works and what doesn't work. All right. Ramp floor, ceiling beam, and a side column light. Okay. So guessing like part of the, yeah, I was gonna say. All right, so we have a ceiling beam. Which ceiling beam? Aha. There is the offender. Side column light. I'm not sure I'm gonna see a light blinking at me. There we go. You're a genius with that thing. The deposits in the can. Okay, people don't fully get my vision yet, but at least they're enjoying themselves. And you know what all this means, right? I can get straight to work on driving me up the wall about an all-terrain vehicle powered by the brain of a gecko. Dude, what fucking drugs are you on? And where can I get some? Because holy shit, if you think that's a brilliant idea, man, that is, you are on some seriously fucked up shit. Like, I'm pretty sure he goes out to the desert and just like does mushrooms and peyote and stuff and to come up with these ideas. Like, that's my guess anyway. All right, let's go back to home base and see what kind of news Harper has picked up on. All right, Harper, anything new? Oh, yes. Movie nerd, driving me barking somehow impossibly works. Every now and again, a film comes out that defies all logic. Nothing makes sense. The plot wanders all over the place without ever tying anything up. The characterization is incredibly one-toned, and the central premise itself is so limited in scope that you'd spend the first 5 minutes shaking your head in bewilderment. But then as the dust settles and your thoughts come back and stabilize, you suddenly find yourself in the flow and loving every second of it. That's good. But yeah, at least he's learned to be like, okay, you know what? I don't care. I'm making my movie and I'm making money. So Viola Willis. So we've got another one like along the old highway. Thanks for coming. You already know from Lou at the gas station that since the new interstate opened, there's been next to no passing traffic here. So, in order to survive, we've had to think on our feet and get folks to come to us, which is why we're going to be converting our motel to the ultimate relaxation station. Trust me, people are gonna come from all over for our little pockets of pure bliss. Again, it kind of sounds like they're like, you know, hinting that there's going to be something else involved. Okay. Oh, the door is actually green. I was trying to figure out what the hell that green shit was. Okay, that's not just mud. That is like paint or something. I'm hoping it's just paint. Might be concrete, though. Welcome to the Den of Zen. Obviously, we haven't started on the outside yet, but the rooms are ready to go. I'll take you through our services, just in case you like a tranquil breather yourself once you're done. All right, door by door. I knew that there was one that was like, yeah, it's just like, hey, just, all right, seriously, somebody comes out here and what am I gonna find up here? Last time I was up on a roof, I found like a picnic spot with a fucking gnome. I'm finding more really crusty shit. You know, as fun as the adaptable one is, honestly, it makes more sense to go with this, with the old school stuff, because it's like it's easier to tell what we need when, like, okay, we go with the green. Well, the green, you know, and the green will take care of it. We know that the green will take care of whatever this dark stuff is, so... Whereas the adjustable, it's like, well, you know, you might be scrolling far enough to get rid of it, or not. We don't know. I don't know why I suddenly jumped back. Oh. I actually was up on something. Okay. Of course, then we could always just take the swirl force here, and that'll just, you know, it doesn't matter what brush head we're using. It will take care of it, damn it. It just takes care of everything. Wait, you guys have solar? Really? I'm surprised that they have solar panels. I mean, it would make sense being out in the desert and stuff, but still, it's like, that's not what you think of as far as, like, you know, hey, this is a motel, therefore we're just going to take care of all of our power needs via solar. Like, it makes sense, but it's like, that's not something that you'd really see. Let's make sure they got power. Like, seriously, guys, you do realize that, like, concrete and solar panels do not mix? Oh, no. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, see, that's, yeah, the solar panels, no problem. Those are pretty easy to clean. Even the bases. I've heard from some people that, like, install solar panels and stuff, the biggest problem, the biggest point where people go wrong with solar panels on their homes and businesses is they try and, like, they try and feed it back into the power grid, which is actually a big no-no. See, what you really want, rather than feeding it back into the power grid, you want to have storage, basically batteries and stuff. You want to have somewhere to store the energy, the extra energy that you're generating during the day, so that you're using less of the, less power from the grid at night. Because you will never make as much you will never make the same amount of money as you spend if you feed back into the power grid. Because if your power company charges you, 10 cents per kilowatt per hour, they're not going to pay you 10 cents per kilowatt per hour. They're going to pay you like 2 cents. So basically you'd actually be much better off just getting a battery, basically a battery bank, and storing that extra energy that you're generating or that you're capturing. Of course, the solar companies, the companies that sell you the solar and stuff like that are like, oh yeah, you can make money rather than spend money on energy. And it's like, it never quite works out that way. I haven't looked for the cats yet. I'm willing to bet we could probably spot them from up here. Pretty easy. Yep, there's one. There's two. Well, they're not going to be anywhere that's dirty because we can't spray them, so they'd be blocking us, basically. I bet one of them's probably like hiding in a shadow or something, just being like, hey, I do not want to be out in this sun. I like things cooler, thank you. Either that or is out trying to bother the local wildlife. That is one thing that I wish they would, that I wish they did with the cats a bit more, is they had them like having unique personalities. Like, hey, you know, you can, you know, like Squeak is, you know, the adventurous one. He's the one that's always kind of like out and away from everybody else and out doing stuff and everything. It's like that would, you know, give them some personality, man. Let them be themselves. Let them be their own cats. Right. Anything else up here that needs cleaned? I don't think so. Wait, okay, the ladder. Ladder needs cleaned. But it has been apparently hit by concrete. Again, I would love to know what some of this grime is. Like, are you guys trying to make everything concrete and you're just like slinging it around? What the hell? Whoa. Okay. Didn't realize I was at that much of an angle. Jesus. I'm sorry, this is your one AC unit? I'm assuming this is like the AC unit that's going to the lobby, and that each of the rooms has like a window unit or something. I don't think that. Wow. You guys are just like flooded with solar. Are you guys just like not connected to the county grid or something? That's kind of the impression that I'm getting here, is that they do not connect to the normal grid at all. Normally, this is not how you would clean a roof edge. It's certainly not how I would do it. I would not be walking along the edge. Look at that. So one of the things we need to be on the lookout for is big old trucks coming through. Because when we were at the gas station, he was saying that, oh yeah, they're big old trucks, like the side, like house big, come through here often. But nothing came by when we were at the gas station, and now that we're back out in the same area, I wouldn't be surprised if a big old truck comes through. I figured as much. It's like, come on now, you know, this guy's thought, you know, was pretty sure that we thought he was crazy. You know, ma'am, you really want you guys really need to put up like a warning fence or something around the pool if you're gonna leave it empty like that. Just saying, somebody could fall in that because they didn't know that it was there, or they didn't know that it was empty, and yeah, they break their ankle or something, like, you know, break their neck or something like that, or their spine or whatever, and yeah, you guys are sued. So how is this relaxation spa going to work exactly? Like, as the owner of the pool and stuff, it is your responsibility to, like, do your due diligence and warn people that, hey, you know, that there's a pool here and you might fall in. Also, why are there handprints around the vent? What the hell? Right, you know what? We don't need an extension on right now. It's all the stuff that we're cleaning is like right up front. In our blue rooms, we have our economy option, River Blessings. Pop yourself on a sunken waterbed and lets the sounds of the Kalama River wash over you. You might already be overly familiar with that sound, though. I'm sorry, a sunken waterbed. What are you saying? It's just like a waterbed that has sprung a leak and flooded the frame? Is that what is a sunken waterbed? That is not a term that I am familiar with, and it's not a term that I like the sound of. there's the third cat. That's a good question. I don't know which one it is. Like, I like to think that Bubbles is like kind of independent, but more matronly, like Ulysses or Lordly. I don't know. And Squeak is just like Squeak's the one that likes to go out and just like get into trouble. And, you know, I'm sure that's why, you know, you like when we're out at the farm and stuff, he's usually like, I could see him, you know, I always picture him as being the one that's like out chasing the chickens and the cows and like just generally getting into trouble. Whereas Bubbles is just like relaxed. I mean, animals like that, they, you know, some animals like that just know absolutely no fear. Like, cats will chase chickens or anything, like... There are some cats that will chase horses or, you know, keep giant freaking animals, especially compared to them, just like huge animals compared to them. Oh no, they'll keep them in line. Like, look, this is my house. This is my house, my rules. You will obey or I will make you sorry. It's like you look at the animals that they're basically keeping in line. And it's like this thing could end you just by stepping on you accidentally. Like you really want to go down this road? You really want to try and be Mr. Tough Guy? But often those animals are just like, yeah, okay, whatever. All right. Now, let's get our swirl force out. There we go. Nope, still got that really dark stuff. That's the other thing that I wanted to look for. I want to look and see if there's any of that mysterious rock type stuff, like the bluish and purplish stuff that we found at the gas station and at the mine. Like, I would imagine it would, if there's any here, it's probably over by the road. Where, you know, it would have, shaken off of, a mining truck or something. Let's see who this little kitty is. It's Bubbles. I don't see anything unusual, dirt-wise. You gotta be Squeak. I was gonna say, it's like, come on. That is obviously not Ulysses. Ulysses is too proud to roll around on his back. Or her back. I don't know. I feel like we should, with Ulysses, we should just use they. Because it's like, you know, I don't want to push, you know, I don't want to push gender conformity on the cat. And it's like, you know, Ulysses is always referred to as a he anyway. Like male, maybe Ulysses is one of those, you know, gender norm resistors. All right. What I figured. I figured I was probably in the pool. It's like, yep, this is why you're not. This is why you do not want to have an open pool. Somebody walking along, not working on their job rather than where they're going, and next thing you know, boom, they're in the pool. Thankfully, I was coming at it from this direction where it's shallow, and it's like, okay, I can just walk down the pool. If I'd been coming from the other direction, I would have fallen and broken my damn neck. You bet your ass I would have sued the shit out of them, too. Fools. I get the feeling this is another one of those, like, enterprises around Caldera County that is not very well thought out. I'm pretty sure most of the businesses around Caldera County are not very well thought out. I'm not sure many people in Caldera County can even think. I mean, we do know that Jeff Jefferson the 13th can think, but his thoughts are usually along criminality and, you know, how he can profit from off of other people. Not just about himself. He thinks a lot about Blake Thrust. When he was running the airport, he was thinking about the privacy of everybody else. I mean, up to the point of bragging about them without dropping any actual names. Just, you know, hey, I know a lot of special people. We can get a lot of people through here. At least there shouldn't be too much on these pillars that... So I still love the fact that, you know, people ran into Jeff Jefferson the 13th at the airport and were like, you know, for some reason he looks familiar. Like the pilot for the fire copter and fireplane was like, oh, I just saw a picture of him with the, you know, I just saw a picture of the old, oh, wait. In our orange room, we will have our standard service, Tingletown. Gently nestle yourself upon your relaxational bed of nails and feel 1,000 pins reinvigorated in your skin as the soundtrack to a journey through the cosmos plays all around you. What? Just what? But yeah, how they were like, oh, so I just saw a picture of this famous actor from this movie with the old mayor. I won't say anything because I don't want to, you know, I'm sure this actor gets recognized all the time and gets hounded and stuff. It's like, wait, no. The guy running the airport is not the actor. He's the mayor. You dumb sack of shit. All right, we'll get down to the first floor here, I think, and then I think we'll call it a night. At least the stuff that's easy to hit, like the white band across that basically splits the two. Yeah, that should be easy enough. There we go. All right. Wait, breakfast what? Breakfast all day. Okay. Wait, you have an entire solar panel just for one sign? That is such a waste. All right, well, I think that's where we're going to end for tonight. Wait a second. Wait. Let's go ahead and go here, and we'll get some pictures. Let's make it easy on ourselves and turn off the targeting. All right, that's enough. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date till when we go live and stuff like that, don't forget to ring the bell and check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. You'll also find our fourth wall link with our Now You're Washing with Power sweatshirt. As far as upcoming streams, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Outer Worlds 2, and then that following midnight, more Powerwash Simulator 2. All of that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!